Welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls. Last time we made our way down through Ash Lake to meet the last remaining dragon who is nesting, apparently. But anyway, also we met another Hydra. Gonna leave them be. This time though, we're coming down to just a few more remaining things. Let's see if I can remember which township should be closest. The time has finally come for me to fail 1,000 times at fighting Kalameet. Because goodness knows I'm not gonna do well. Do have the Grass Crest shield on. I don't remember exactly which elements his attacks are. I know he has a fire breath, but I don't remember if it's actually fire. It's green. But I have to go do some stuff anyway before we get to the point where I can defeat him. First, Ulicilian Doges. Doges? Doges, where are you? There you are. Oh. Okay. I didn't know I could one-shot them. I thought that was going to be harder. That's always the fun thing when you come to an area later and find out that your weapon has outscaled some things. Like that time on my sorcery character, the first time, I went through all of Ulicil before I went back and fought Sif. I expected the Sif fight to be hard, and then I three-shotted her. I mean, it was a merciful and rapid end, it was just unexpected. And then later I found out that was because I had leveled up quite a bit before getting there. Quite a bit more than I would have just in the vanilla game, not having had the DLC to get a lot of souls through, because I did end up doing Calamity, Manus, and everything before coming back. I'm going to die in many, many spectacular ways. I think I can go and do the thing now. I don't know if I have to have fought him. But now that we have seen Kalameet flying around, as dragons with wings often do, I'm gonna go back up and talk to Hawkeye. Not that Hawkeye, Hawkeye Goth. The other Hawkeye is probably busy doing Avenger things. Nice weather we're having, huh? It's always cloudy. Hawkeye, please have something interesting to say and don't tell me I have to fight Kalameet to trigger this. This is gonna be rather awkward if I do.
Tomorrow, is the black dragon posing the duress?
Yes.
Yes. I thought as much. He's called Kalameet. Ferocious dragon indeed. Even mighty Anna Londa dared not provoke his ire. I see little good coming from this, but my intent is to persevere to the bitter end. Good, good. What is bravery without a dash of recklessness? I've taken a liking to thee, and I owe thee much for thy service to Artorias. Now, watch, and see how Goth hunts dragons. Yes. A truer shot was never loosed. That bat will be grounded for a good spell. The rest is in thine hands. I await good tidings. Ah, dragon slaying. Knighthood's highest calling.
More something people did for bragging rights, but... Bear in mind also that Golf is blind. That was a blind shot. His helmet has been filled with resin, and it blinded him. I can't remember if he himself is physically blind, or if it's just the eye holes on his mask have been filled with the resin, and he doesn't take the, helmet, and it's either stuck or he hasn't taken it off, or whether it actually physically maimed his eyes. But in either case, that was a blind shot. You saw him kind of feeling around for his bow. Well, now this puts the fight with Kalameet at a more fair step, being that Kalameet can't just stay airborne. I do feel slightly bad for going after Kalameet since it hasn't, directly attacked me. That didn't occur to me until I had already initiated the conversation, though, and by that point it would have been a little redundant to randomly cut the episode. And since I didn't actually go to the bonfire, the dozers are not here. But now there's a fog wall. Actually, I don't know if you can fight him without Hawkeye shooting him. I've never tried. Or did I? It's been so many years I can't remember. I fought Kalameet so many times. Only to win like once or twice. I think I beat him with both characters at that time. There's a crystal lizard just chilling over there. Kalameet does have a unique ability that allows him to curse you and double the damage you take for a while. If he successfully lands a grab. I don't remember his attack, so bear with me as I get slaughtered quite badly. Okay, this is going to be a not lock-on fight, huh? Okay, I know that attack. Big area of effect ground burn. Oh, I forgot about that attack. Okay, that's not as bad as Sin's from Dark Souls 2. When Sin rushes you, there is no getting out of the way. Like, even with a tower shield, when Sin bum rushes you, you're losing most of your health. There we go. I'm getting my timing back. At least for the breath. If you cut his tail, you get the Obsidian Greatsword, I think, which is a nice sword, mind you. Not something I'm going to be using right now, so like with Seed, I'm going to not go out of my way for the tail cut. Yeah, that was... Hello? Can I not die? No, I meant to roll to the side. Why did you roll forward? I was holding the right. Yeah. I will say that's one thing Dark Souls 2 greatly improved on, is the roll system, and I never used that bonfire, did I? The roll system is a lot more fluid. In Dark Souls 1, you're locked into forward, back, left, right rolling. Dark Souls 2, there's, more than 4 roll directions, put simply. I was trying to see the bloodstain, but I guess they fell off. That's one way. They may have underestimated the depth of the fall. Hello, Kalameet. I'm gonna run over here and grab these. If you don't mind. The straightforward breath is pretty easy to dodge. The side sweep breath isn't that bad, it's just a matter of getting the timing. Oh, do not want to get caught in that. Or that. Nope. That's the thing I warned you about. As long as that symbol is over my head, I take double damage. That's his signature move. And it's not even a matter of reducing your defenses. You can have 0 defense and still take double damage. At that point, you're just being one-shotted for fun, but I don't know how long this lasts. It does appear that I was doing better strafing to the left than the right, though. Oh good, it wore off. Okay. Couldn't remember how long it lasted. Getting the tail cut on him is a royal nuisance without a summon, I will be honest. Like most predators, he's not gonna keep his back end facing you for long. Oh yeah, and that's the problem if you're really close to him when he does that. Then you can get hit twice, once through the shield and then once unshielded. I needed a second Estus anyway. I don't know how how I dodged one of those, but... No. No. Not today, bucko. What just happened? I don't know what happened, but I will roll with it. Why am I under you? Ow. I'm just gonna stay out of range if you're gonna keep doing that. Excuse me, sir. It's not just use the same attack. I'm confused so much by some of the things that keep happening. That's gonna hurt. Or not. Or I could just be really lucky. I don't know how I shielded that, but I'll take it. He was aiming the wrong direction. I feel like he's being grumpy now. He's attacking a bit more fervently. I need to Estus as soon as possible. No, I've only got one left. Oh, that's... I could do that. Oh, yeah. I normally wouldn't be doing that, but I really... Now I need to back away, back away, back away. The funny thing is you see the humanity procced before I died. The reason for that is when you heal, your health doesn't instantaneously recover. It actually, you see it take that moment to go shh. But anyway, your health is actually taking time to recover like that. Well, as you can see, I used a humanity. Not so that I could summon in this case, but so that I could finish kindling that bonfire up to 15. Well, I mean, that's 2 humanities, technically. I used a double humanity, twin humanity. Now the goal is to go get my stuff back. Okay, he's just calmly walking up here. I figured he'd bum rush me when he saw me walking away. It occurs to me I never used any pyromancy. I don't know what his fire defense is. His fire defense is a lot, that's what. I mean, not that I'm surprised, but it's calm and calm. What are you doing? I think he lost track of me. Just walked up to me and was like, oh, where'd he go? I want to be near him when he does that, because that gives me... most of his fire breath attacks are kind of a free shot. Problem is, if you're not right next to him when he initiates it, you're usually not going to get much of a chance to hit him. Or you'll trigger him into doing that. If you get a summon to come with you, the first thing they'll go for is his tail. Sometimes I don't like how it has a action queue. If you try to dodge and get hit before the dodge procs, you'll still roll afterwards. Because it has a queue of actions. Okay, that's not what I was aiming for, but we'll take it. Come on, get out of the waterfall. I don't know how I survived that, but I'll take it. Target him down. Suddenly he didn't want to target lock. I jammed the buttons a little too much. And then it, like I said, it remembers them in the queue, and then it activates them when I didn't want them to. It's just something unique that Dark Souls does. Back, 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 back. Rock! No rock! Go away, rock! And that's the problem with that attack. It's a multi-hit, I mean. If you get caught in it, you get caught in it. I'm just hemorrhaging Estases at the moment. Hello, tail! Nope! I shielded it. I was trying to dodge it, but I'll take a shield over a hit. Three is about the most hits you want to try to greed there. Past that, it depends on what his next attack happens to be. Oh, come on! Stop doing that when I can't capitalize on it. Not sure how I shield that when I'm aiming the wrong direction, but I'll take it. Oh. I'm up against a wall. I need to move. Also be careful, like the Gaping Dragon fight, there is a waterfall if you go far enough back. Oh, that was close. I thought he was gonna do that, and I made the right call. No, 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 not now, not now, not now. Now we get to play the dodge game until that wears off. You do not want to get caught in his flame when you're under that effect. You don't want to get caught in his anything, really. I think it's like 30 seconds. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, there we go. It faded. That couldn't have been 30 seconds. Maybe it's 15. Come on. Come on. Let's walk to the left. I need to go to the left. That'll work. Assuming I don't royally mess anything up, this should be in the bag. And he is not happy to hear me say that. Gotcha. I'm sorry, buddy, but you gotta go down. Calamity ring. The why does this ring exist ring. It's a challenge run ring, basically. I'll show you what it does in a moment, once I check these bodies. Must loot. Lots of people died here. A dragon high above the sky, out of sight of the naked eye. Okay, apparently you do have to use Hawkeye to get him down here. Okay, get off my screen, please. Great. Okay, basically what the Calamity ring does, as long as you're wearing it, you take double damage. And you give up the ability to wear 2 rings, because that's taking up one of your ring slots. That's, you know, that's a thing. Let's get away from the waterfall a bit, though. That's always noisy. There you go. Receive double damage. The ring enchanted by the orange eye of Kalameet, the bringer of calamity. Doubles damage received by its wearer. A useless ring befitting of no finger, best left unknown, or at least well hidden. I don't remember if I've mentioned it before, but Dark Souls 2 has a pair of rings that are, not necessarily challenge rings, but they, there's a challenge covenant. The only way to obtain them is, one of them you have to beat the game without ever using a bonfire, and the other one you have to beat the game without ever dying. Now, naturally, people will use minimal runs to do this, you know, avoid any optional encounter, use any shortcut possible, etc. One ring makes your armor invisible, one ring makes your weapons invisible. I think that's what they do. It may be offhand in hand. Basically, the rings make part of your equipment invisible. PvPers will use it. It's kind of funny when somebody walks up and looks unarmed and they hit you with the giant sword that you didn't know they had. You don't see it hit you, you just see them swing and you go flying. Basically, it makes your game not render them. Whoa, that was surreal. It's moving at a different rate of speed. People use, typically hacks to place those messages. They also hack in the number of views and stuff. But, well, we should go ahead and level up before we, before I forget and wander off and die. Let's see. I need about 90,000. And there we go. 79 more health. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and pause here. And I will see you next time, deeper in the abyss.